Hey guys, this is Javier with The Real Javier Novoa, a channel, a platform, and a modality where we apply the principles of philosophy, spirituality, and mysticism to rapid lifestyle transformation. And guys, I wasn't going to make a video today. In fact, we had a very busy day, and I just said, you know what, I'm going to rest, and there's no reason I have to make a video today, and so on and so forth. But ladies and gentlemen, the momentum was so strong that I came and sat down in my area, my war room, so to speak. This is being completely honest, without even intending to do it, and I started making the video, and I said, wow, the making a video every day has ingrained such momentum in the process that I don't even have to make effort to do it. It's like those people who drive to work and they don't really know who drove because, the momentum carried them. And this wave of momentum is key, actually, to this whole planning process. Like I said, I hadn't planned a video today. It's going to be a very short video. I've had, wall-to-wall, so to speak, meetings and so on and so forth. And I am sleepy, and I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to do some self-care and so on and so forth, which is what you have to do, because otherwise you'll burn out very quickly. But I had such an inner inclination to come and give some value today on the video that I just came and started making the video. Now here I am making the video, and it's very auspicious because I can tie this topic in very well to the topics that we're discussing this week, that we're going to be continuing discussing starting tomorrow in a very specific way. And that is momentum, ladies and gentlemen. Like we've talked about in the last 2 days, in the beginning, your strategic planning process is just basically getting into your gear. If any of you have read The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and also the newest book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, they make very clear the fact that you can start a habit not necessarily by executing the thing that you're trying to do or doing the thing that you're trying to do, but just make it a habit to get into your gear and to get into what we call on this channel contests. It helps to have physical cues around, and I have my physical cues here. Well, in one of the videos coming up, we're going to be showing you my war room and where I do things, where I do my planning and videos, so on and so forth. But have cues around you. And for example, if you want to exercise, when you wake up in the morning, have your gear and your clothing right there so that you can change into that clothing immediately. And then, whether or not you go and do your routine that you're trying to get done, it doesn't matter, because it puts you in that atmosphere, and soon that thing will take momentum of its own, and it'll just execute itself. It's proven scientifically. It happens over and over again. And when you're just sitting in this strategic planning process, like we said last night, you can approach this like a spiritual practice where you just sit, and like the Zen masters say, don't expect anything. Just go into it with beginner's mind. And so it's very important to get momentum started. Now, we've spoken about in other videos this idea, and Stephen Pressfield is very big on the idea. Indeed, the great author of the book, I can't think of his name right now, who wrote the 10X and so on and so forth, Grant Cardone, excuse me. He also is big on this, and that is the fact that when you have a task to do and you know what to do, you get started and you don't think much about it, and you just go into this. That may seem to stand in contradistinction to the slow planning process that we're showing you here and the more intuitive right brain process, but not at all, because you're fusing them both. You see, your left brain logically knows that the next step to this is to basically sit down and to do the planning process, to execute the process. And the creative process or the planning process is a very clear process. It, of course, did not originate with me. It's been known throughout history by the great people of action, by the great inventors, by the great people of ideas. And it's a process, And the beginning of that process is the receptive phase, the incubation phase, and the brainstorming phase. The author of, David Allen, the author of GTD, or Getting Things Done, actually embodies this process and writes about this process very clearly. We're going to be discussing his book more in the coming days, but it's definitely part of the process. So you are, by sitting and not taking action yet, by waiting on taking action, you're taking massive action. And what's going to happen is you're going to be inspired to action, and then even wild horses, as Abraham Hicks says, won't be able to keep you from that action. And it doesn't matter how well you do it the first time. It doesn't matter how well you do it the first 20 times. Take your time. That's going to be a big component in this process because, ladies and gentlemen, development is not linear. It's like in a great older movie that again forget the name, but it's about a Greek young man from Turkey who's coming to the United States, and you can help me with the title of this movie. It's an older movie, and he was trying to save money for the voyage, but he made so little that when his friends saw his stash of savings, they asked him, well, how long do you expect to live? And if you're trying to save step by step to $1 million, it's not going to happen. You're not going to live long enough. So it's not linear. It can't be. What it is it's exponential. So you start growing like this, and it's like a graph that slopes up like that, which means that the final steps are going to be exponentially larger than the first step. So take your time. And when you take your time, the process is going to accelerate, and you're going to get there more quickly than you would have had you been in a rush and then gotten discouraged and given up. So just a reminder today, and just an encouragement, keep the momentum going. Keep journaling, keep practicing, keep sitting down, keep getting your environment ready, and tomorrow we're going to be going into some more concrete steps that you can take to get this progress, this process of planning, strategic planning underway, so you can be free from a job and a boss within 6 months to a year. So I promise to you if you follow the program. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel to help us get the word out, to join our community. Email me for a coaching call. I'll put the email below. And this is Javier. I'm going to go for some well-deserved sleep, and I will see you tomorrow.